What was the message from Coach to you all after the game?
He said it's just hard. We messed up. A lot of people there. He was saying just because how you perform, you gotta learn from it. Yeah, it's not much.
What are you going to take from this season?
Really just take the wisdom I got from the coach. Learn to enjoy everything way more. It's like I got to play with some of the best. I'm playing with some of the best 5-star players, so I just gotta enjoy more and just take the wisdom and become more mature with everything.
Rob, on the three they made late, you ducked in to help on the drive. What are your instructions in that situation? Do they want you to help in that situation? Or?
No, that was definitely my fault. I jabbed at it. He threw it right to the right, and it was in the corner. He hit the three, but that was definitely my bad. That was a big part of the game, so I take responsibility for that for sure.
Has it sunk in yet? This is it, that the season's actually over?
Yeah, I don't even know how to feel, honestly. I know it is over. It hasn't really sunk in, but I don't know what to think, honestly.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Rob, you're a guy that can get on hot streaks and make a lot of shots. What was it like just watching their guy that just seemed like he was not going to miss?
I don't even know what to say. He's just hit good shots. I'm happy for him, but I don't know. We came out with the L, and I don't know what to think, honestly.
It seems like everybody in here is pretty stunned. I mean, it's hard to believe that this happened.
Yeah, I guess so. Our whole team, we wanted to go far. I know we care for each other. We like winning. We just didn't take advantage of the moment. We wasn't ready for it, and myself included. So.
Why do you think that is when you say you guys weren't ready for it?
I'm not sure. It's just how basketball goes. Some days they came out, the dude hit 15 threes and almost. Yeah, all their points almost, but yeah.
How are you going to think about it? I mean, it's fresh, obviously, but how are you going to think about this season? Remember it, I guess.
Yeah. Remember it. What you mean,
like how will you remember how this season, when you look back on this season as sort of
like how
in the future?
It's just crazy because I never thought I'd even be here in this position. So being around these guys, it made me a better person. Being around Coach made me a better person, player, everything. So I'm just happy to even be here for sure.
Cal's going to be a guy that's probably going to take a lot of heat for this, obviously. What would you say to people that are going to put that heat on him after this?
It's not all Coach Cal. We really had that game won, and if they want to blame anyone, it could be me because I left the corner and he hit a three in the clutch. So Coach Cal tries to coach us the best way he tries. He always teach us the right thing, so I'll take responsibility for it.
Did it feel like this team, deserved better in some ways? I mean, you guys are one of the most talented teams that have been here in Kentucky in a long time, and I think a lot of people thought you guys were going to go a lot deeper.
Yeah, I feel like we got the deepest team in a long time, and out of every single player, every position, we can all pass, dribble, shoot. It's good to say it, but we should have pulled it through. But I feel like we should have definitely went deeper.
Thanks, man.
At what point?
It's tough. Kentucky fans are the best fans in the world, and they want to win. We're not happy. We want to win. We want to win just as much as they want us to win. And I know it sucks. It sucks for us. It sucks for them. I think it sucks a little bit more for us. Nobody likes to lose, and no fan base likes when their team lose, especially like this.
You've been in those type of zones. How tough is that defensively, or what do you try to do or change up when you're on him when he's just hitting everything you throw out?
Yeah, it's tough. We tried a lot. We tried to face guard him, and he was still able to get open. And and make shots. And he's a really good shooter. He's a really good player. He hit a lot of tough shots. He banked one, and sometimes that's how it goes. When you're feeling it, you're feeling it. I'm sure he was seeing a big rim, and you got to give credit to him and his team for playing a good game.
Was there a point there, Reed, where it just felt like he could throw in just about anything he wanted?
Yeah, when he just even in the first half when he made like 4 in a row, 5 in a row, it felt like it kind of felt like no matter what, anything he threw up was going in, and that's kind of how it went. But you got to give credit to him for having the confidence and coming in and shooting the way he does, and that's it's really contested, and those are tough shots to make, and he was able to make them.
What's it meant for you to put on the same jersey that your dad and your mom have worn at the University of Kentucky?
It's meant everything to me. They're my two biggest supporters, and I look up to my mom and dad. They're my 2 role models. They're great people, but even better, mom and dad. And knowing the careers that they had at Kentucky and how well they did, and being able to come to Kentucky and put on the same jersey that they did and wear the same number as dad. Run out in front of the same fans. It's always been a dream of mine, and it was unbelievable.
What role did their old play? And it didn't seem like you were maybe as aggressive offensively as
It took us away from our full court transition. We weren't able to get the ball out and push it down as much. We weren't able to get as many throw ahead, get as many paint touches. So there's definitely affected the way that we were playing and how the speed of the game. I think they had the pace of the game how they wanted it the whole time.
Reed, obviously a lot of emotions now. What were the emotions right before tip-off? How was this team feeling heading into this game?
We were pumped up, It's everyone's dreaming here to play in March Madness, and a lot of our dreams were to play for Kentucky, and when you have the chance to play for Kentucky in March Madness, not a lot of people say they can do that, and so we were all excited. We all were ready to get out and play. We were prepared. It just stinks that it ended how it did.
Reed, what has it meant to you to wear this jersey for this last year?
It's meant everything to me. Growing up, it was always my dream to play at Kentucky, and finally being able to it's been awesome. And I hate it ended the way it did. But it's basketball, and some things happen. But it's been unbelievable, and it's the best decision I've ever made.
Reed, what would you take away from this season?
Friendships that we've all made. This team has been unbelievable to be a part of. Everybody's been really close, and it's been really fun. And the way it ended is terrible, but we had a heck of a year, and we've made a lot of friendships, a lot of new friendships, and we'll have each other the rest of our lives, and we'll all remember this season. It's been fun getting to know them. It's been fun competing against them, getting better, going against them every day. It was a heck of a season.
What was Cal's message to you guys after the game?
He was just saying it sucks. There's no easy way for him to come in and talk to us after a game like that. He's saying you got to give credit to Oakland. you know, how they played. You know, they played really well. And, you know, we made some costly turnovers and some bad decisions. We didn't make shots we normally make.
Your three fell. How did it feel like that was kind of the turning moment that you guys were about to?
I feel like we were going to do good. You know, I hit the three, then I feel like I played good defense on the other end. Then we just wound up hitting an open three. You know, kudos to them. You know, they played a really good game. You know, executed the game plan. I feel like we. Just like us being, I wouldn't say us being young because we like, you know, but I feel like we took too long to adjust to the game, you know. So like just, I feel like we were a little starstruck just to be like we're all on the stage. So I feel like it took us a little too long to finally adjust, and by the time we adjusted, they were, you know, we're winning.
You've been the guy with the hot hand before at times in your life, and probably felt like you could never miss. What was it like, you know, trying to answer and keep up with goalkeeper?
I've never really thought about that. You know, like we've had games where we were down and won. So I kept telling everybody like we're not gonna lose this game. Like we're gonna be fine. You know, I hit the three. You know, I feel like that was gonna be the turning point for us. They went down and hit another three. So just like kudos to them. Like I said before, you know, 3 and 4 played really good. You know, 3 had 7 threes in the first half. So kudos to them and good luck to them for the rest of the game.
Have you seen a shooting? You guys look really loose and spirited in the pregame today coming out. Was there a point where you felt it kind of tighten up for the team at any time?
A little bit, you know, but that's just a little piece of adversity you got through it. You know, we was in the locker room, you know, like saying that we're like just stay together and we're going to be fine. I feel like we came out the second half and played a lot looser. You know, I feel like the first half we played a little tight because their zone was a little funky. So like once we talked and like settled in, I feel like we were fine. You know.
Never could find that bucket to get ahead. If you feel like if you could have got to the lead.
Yeah, if I feel like we would have got to the league, I feel like it would have been a different story. You know.
What was Cal's message after you?
Just to stay together. You know, like this is one of those groups that it's hard to lose first round. So he was saying like we just stick together and like, you know, even though the season's over, you know, still like hang out, you know, do little stuff like that. Like we're still family at the end of the day.
What will you remember and take away from this experience this season?
A little bit of everything, honestly. You know, I did a lot with the team. You know, I went through a lot. You know, I changed as a person on and off the court. So I feel like it's a little bit of everything that I can take from this season.
Justin, what has it meant to you to put on that Kentucky jersey this year?
It means a lot, you know. Like growing up, Kentucky was my dream school, and I'm just happy and lucky to be able to play with a great group of guys, you know. So, you know, I love this team, and I'm just a little upset that it ended the way it ended, you know.
You've been pretty open about, you know, some of the ups and downs that you've had. What does it mean to you to have, you know, a guy like Reed and his family be so supportive of you the whole season?
It means a lot, you know. They're not the only people that supported me, like the whole team, the coaches, like they all supported me, and I feel like that would help me get over that help, you know.
And if there's one thing you want BBN to remember this team by, what would that be?
How fun we were to watch and how close we were.
Justin, was there a moment that it just fell off tonight?
A little bit, yes. Some threes that I normally make, you know, missed a couple layups, missed a dunk, you know. So I feel like we had a lot of opportunities to flip the switch. I feel like they answered it, you know. So
when that Golke was hitting those threes in the first half, he hit 7. Do you think that rattled you guys a little bit?
No, we knew that he was going to shoot a lot of threes. You know, like some of the threes he shot was contested. You know, he banked some threes, so you know, kudos to them. He's a good player. So
how will you remember this season?
Fun. You know, we did a lot of stuff on and off the court. You know, like we're really close. You know, we're like family. You know, so.
What do you think of, obviously, you know, the fan base is a pretty passionate one. I mean, they're pretty disappointed, you know, after this. What would you say to them?
Say thank you for all their support throughout the year. You know, at BBN, you guys showed up every game. You know, we had a couple of games we didn't show up. We appreciate you guys for everything you did for us. And just thank you.
But what would you say about people who are critical that they don't think Cal's still the right coach for this program anymore?
You know, that's them from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
You know, there's also more to it. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't blame everything on coach. You know, we're the ones on the court. We're the ones playing, so you can't really say the coach is the one doing everything wrong. We still have, we still have control of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I know every loss is hard, especially one like this where it's the end of the season, but does it add a little bit of disappointment for you on top of it being here in Pittsburgh, or does it not matter if you lost here or somewhere else?
More just sad, like, I'm not going to play with these guys again. We had a fun group. Yeah, it's just, I don't think the location has anything to do with it.
Adu, what's your take on what went wrong tonight?
Sorry.
I mean, we gave up offensive rebounds. We had it at the end. We could have came back, but we just let go of the rope.
You weren't on the court for a ton of minutes tonight. Why was that?
I don't know. I mean, they tell me when to sub into the game, so I don't really know.
You've seen some guys get hot before, but their guy that had the 10 threes, I mean, it looked like he could turn around, throw it over his head backwards at one point.
It was at the point I thought every time the ball came out of his hands, it was going in.
You guys, did you feel like you were uptight at all as a group as the first half started and this game started rolling? Did you feel like you needed to loosen up at all?
I thought we was loose, Beginning of the game, everybody was ready. We all was focused, locked in, right mindset. Can't tell you what happened after that.
There were a handful of missed passes, missed layups. Was that nerves? Was it a disconnect, miscommunication?
I can only speak for myself, so I don't really know.
You guys looked loose, like you were having fun in the pregame. Did you feel it change or kind of tighten up at some point?
I didn't, but when the time was coming off the clock at the end of the game, then that's when everything started. Just everything started hitting.
Obviously, I know you'll take time and evaluate things, but I mean, right now, do you feel like you'll be back next year? When do you think you would plan on?
I still, I got to talk to my family and everything. I can't really give you an answer right now.
Dude, there's